Next up to pitch her idea is Esther Loh of Barternomics Consultancy, whom, with experiences in the international barter trade exchanges, saw a business opportunity for Malaysian businesses to trade in their surplus or excess products and services.
I had the opportunity to work with international barter trade exchanges and have developed strong conviction that barter will be a business tool that businesses in Malaysia can embrace. I'm here to make a pitch for a Malaysian version of an electronic barter trading portal, a barter software that can be used by the business community, not just in Malaysia, but Asian countries. In my experience of working with few international barter trading houses, I have observed that when the economy faces a slowdown and credit markets remain tight, barter has always become a solution to some businesses to secure goods and services, to move surplus inventory, and to attract new customers. What every business should do is to stop and ponder before they whisk out their checkbook or credit card if there are other alternative ways that they can pay for business expenses.
Will Barter Trade be exchanging deals with our investors with her proven business sense? See the trade-off unfold right after the break. Hello and welcome back to MyEG Make The Pitch. Next to hit the pitching arena is Esther Loh, whom, with her experience in the international barter trade exchanges, saw a business opportunity for Malaysian businesses to trade in the surplus or excess of their products and services. So let's take a look at her pitch. Capitalizing on the economical appeal of electronic barter trade exchanges, Esther Loh hopes to further develop this electronical portal as a profitable venture for our investors.
I'm feeling very nervous but very excited to go in because I think I have a lot to talk to the judges about what my business is all about. Well, I see a lot of great contestants here. I just only hope for the best. Do my best, like I said, speak the truth and be truly honest about the business, and I hope that the judges will find my business viable. Hi, my name is Esther. My company is called Barternomics Consultancy. I'm here to make a pitch to promote a Malaysian version of an electronic barter portal. In our culture today, we are so cash-focused that we forgot the age-old way of doing business that many businesses should actually look at before they whisk out their credit card or their checkbooks to pay someone for their business expenses. They should consider another business solution, which is barter. I'm here to promote the Malaysian community to look at barter as a business solution. All right. Now, barter works very effectively in economy where there's a slowdown or where the cash market is limited. Now, being in the barter business myself, but I've always worked at international trade exchanges. Now, Malaysia has never developed its own Malaysian electronic barter portal. Now, I do believe there's a huge opportunity here because all businesses today has surpluses. Now, in order for businesses to participate in a barter community, all right, of course there are businesses who do direct barter, but it causes problems, imbalance, because I may have something that you don't want, and I may want yours, but you don't want mine. So what an electronic barter portal does is it creates a multilateral platform so that if A buys from B, A company buys from, sells to B company can pay A company barter credits. And what A company could do, earn the barter credits and go out there and spend with another business who is in the barter community, and it can be printing. They all come into the community all for the purpose of removing or reducing their surpluses, right?
All right, you mentioned that your proposal is to develop a Malaysian version
Yes.
of a barter trading portal. So, which existing portal will it be modeled after?
Okay, now I've worked with 3 international barter trade exchanges from Australia. Okay, so I have the experience, and I would, of course, because all barter trading portals are about the same, because exactly it is not a state-of-the-art software, because you have to know the business, because it's functionality. Why do you need the software for? It's to help you to do online transaction, to do administration, documentation.
Yeah,
to help
but why can't those existing international trading portals be used for the Malaysian community?
Okay, you can, all right, you can, but they're going to cost you a lot, okay? If you go out there and buy an American exchange, international trading house, barter trading house, or an Australian, the one that I've been involved with, Empire Trade, they are going for AUD 300,000, okay? And that's almost $1 million, all right? Now, why do you need that? Because we can develop one. Our software developers in Malaysia are just as good, all right? It's a functionality. It's nothing to do with the state of the art of a software. It's functionality. Of course, you develop, enhance it as the technology grows.
Why do we need to wait for now, where
Yes.
internet is prevalent, for us to enter this market? So you have to ask it. So it's almost like a mindset change you're trying to
And
change.
that was what
And
Well,
my worry was about our SMEs
Yes.
who are still very much traditional thinking, because we've done some research on even B2B e-commerce.
Yes.
And whether you are putting enough effort to educate the market.
Now, we're not trying to replace the cash market. Cash is always king. But what we're saying is there's an alternative way to help you to minimize what you're having surpluses in your current business now. All right? And that's what we're saying. Now, when you're talking about price difference, now, when you do barter trade transaction, it's exactly like in the cash market. There's no difference. You negotiate, you put in a purchase, and you invoice it out. And the only difference is the payment terms. That means in the cash environment, in the cash economy, you say, okay, you pay me in cash or check or whatever amount. But when you do a barter transaction, then you say, okay, my terms is 50% in cash and 50% in barter trade credits. So that's the difference. We're not replacing anybody, we're not changing the mindset, but we're trying to educate people to look at the alternative.
So the target market are companies as opposed to
Yes,
individual
it's a B2B.
consumers.
There are 2 types of market. There's a retail barter, which looks at small, micro, medium enterprises, which come into the community. And there's also the other one, which is called the corporate barter, which targets only the conglomerates, the multinationals, because they're too big to deal with all these small little ones.
How much funding are you looking for?
Okay, I'm looking at 670,000 to fund this for the next 7 months, because I have to build the software, the portal.
How much goes into development?
400,000. Okay.
Last question. What does 650,000 get the investor? How much equity does the investor get for 650,000?
20%.
20%.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how do you think that went? Are you confident that our panel would, lead in your direction?
I think I managed to convince the panel that the Malaysia needs a barter community, but whether they are going to fund this venture, well, I leave it to them. But I would strongly advocate that Malaysia do need a barter community to help the small, medium enterprises to minimize their surpluses.
Now, you said that Malaysia definitely needs barter trade, but the thing is, does Malaysia realize that it needs it?
Well, it's very logical what we are promoting. Barter goes back to the ancestors' way of doing business. Because of the community consciousness now, and because of the economic slowdown and the cash market is tight, I think people are more willing to listen and to look at alternatives. So I think it's a great opportunity for barter to be introduced into the market.